All right, to add a new matter or case, you're going to click the New button on top and select Matter. Select your contact, or you can create a new one, and type in the matter name. You could type in any notes for the matter. You could add any custom fields that you want to keep track of to this matter. You can select the billing rate. So the default rate is how much each person charges per hour. So if this is selected and I make a time entry and my rate is $500 an hour, it will bill $500 an hour. But if a paralegal bills $100 an hour, it will charge $100 an hour for her time entry or his time entry. Next, you have a custom hourly rate. So let's say it's a friends or family and you're like, I'm going to help you out. I'll only charge you $125 an hour. So anytime you do any work, or everyone does any work in this matter, it will be a discounted rate of $125 an hour. You have flat rate, so no matter what, it's $5,000 flat rate. You have item price, which is the hourly rate, will be set to the price of the item selected when adding a time entry. We'll cover that in detail later on. And last but not least, contingency. This is your percentage. So if you charge 33%, it's just to keep track of the rate. But when you make an invoice, you will actually be calculating that rate yourself. So generally, you're leaving it on user hourly. And then next, you have Evergreen Retainer. So Evergreen Retainer is a really easy way to get alerted if the balance goes below the amount we set. So for example, let's say I put $1,000 in here. If I am running out of money in my trust account and my trust account or my balance on the account goes below this amount, it will start flashing red warnings all over the software letting me know, hey, stop working until you replenish your retainer. You don't want to keep working for free, obviously. Below you have the statute of limitations, which will get added to your calendar. So if you have a deadline, for example, this date, it will show up on your calendar. You have the open date of when you started working on the matter. And if you want to keep track of how long it took you to close the matter, you can do that as well to see other matters in the future that get closed in the same time. You could assign this matter to multiple people in your firm if you want. So if you have security roles and security settings, only these people that are assigned to it will see it if they have that security role, for example. Originating attorney tells you basically which attorney brought this case in, which attorney brought this business in. So if you have to keep track of how much to pay someone or commission, for example, this is the field to use to keep track of it. Tags are a really important way to group your matters, for example, by practice area. So you can see at the end of the month or the end of the year, how many matters were family law, how much money did you make from family law matters, etc. And the status of the matter, open, pending, or closed. If it's closed, it means it will not be shown on your calendar, but you will still be able to keep making edits to it if you want. And the matter number, you can type in any number you want, and if you edit your settings, you can actually make it so it will automatically increment to the next following number. And last but not least, we have sync settings. So if you sync your files and emails with PracticePanther, you can decide to sync this matter with your files like Box or Dropbox or your email label to show up in your email as well. Now, all this is explained, by the way, in the tooltips on the left as well. And just click Save.